Nia sopele asana pale ikia sonotere, la hela keikia sonose. Adumia totoro kushanate ele kisa natere kele I la hama, la sitoto somoshora, la ki I nasatea. It is once again in divine grace and gratitude that I share with you this cup of inspiration as your guides and my guides alchemize and celebrate us today in every moment, in every now, in every way. Thank you for being with me, illuminators and wayshowers, guardians of Gaia, as we together illuminate the portals of unconditional loving energy all over Gaia, that all of us create a vibrational Earth version of Earth, where all of us are unconditionally loved and loving, where we understand that we are not separated from anything or anyone or any time, that everything is now, everything's connected. And today, on this Trinary trilogy, Trinary consciousness energy of truly embodying this understanding of the body, the mind, and the spirit, how when we alchemize and work with that energy together, we more fully create a timeline collectively that we all prefer. Whether that's becoming more psychic, more telepathic, more empathic to each other, loving each other unconditionally, that we may meet our families from the stars who already understand this idea of unconditional love, yet do not understand the idea of separation that we are experiencing. So I was guided today on this at 1:11 p.m. my Earth time, Central Standard Time as I know time, on this 333 energy day, the 30th of March 2019, where this portal is wide open, where each and every one of us and each and every one of you and all of our guides together are collectively sending and receiving the light codes connected with this idea of becoming a more unified species, of understanding that we're all connected and how what we do affects everything together, each of us, and how collectively we change and create the version of Earth that we do prefer. Today's energy was about the green heart chakra and about centered polarity, receiving, this 369 energy, this understanding of the numerological frequencies of this energy, of this 333 day. Yalu kopasa no toshamekela ki isanatele kia. Leshinabor koya manta kia sanatele kia le huramakoshanatele kia nanamakasunanea. Mia sotoshame ikia satosame ilaku mashatoa, and I just saw 333 on the timestamp. So I've been receiving so much information today. It's as if I'm not even sure where to start. I've been enveloped with the 369 energy, the idea of free energy, been having conversations all day about the space-time antenna, about this idea of raising all of us as a collective consciousness, about free energy, about Tesla, about Bashar, about how as each of us have these conversations and these gatherings and we put our intentions toward these ideas, that we literally create, we actually create a new version of that Earth in which all of us who are excited about that idea, that everything is equal and everything affects everyone, and that by each and every one of us following our highest passion, that we understand collectively how that impacts and literally creates an entire new timeline in which all of us shift together who are in that frequency create this world where there is that idea of free energy, clean food, a pure earth, all of those things, that that we are connected to nature, that we understand that everything in nature, that we have everything we need and always have, and that we're remembering we're not disconnected. And we have, and again, this channel, when I began this channel, it wasn't just about sharing light languages. It's about how can we act as holistic beings, and meaning everything we do and think and eat and drink and everything, and how we perceive all of that creates our reality. And how, when we begin to understand the connection between music, frequency, sound, color, our chakras, how we connect with the water in our body, how we talk to the water in our body, how we talk to how we talk to everything around us, how we receive information. Actually today, being 369 energy, 333 energy, the Syrian sacred circuit for number 9 is received. I just need to find it in my book here. So today is about remembering that we're always receiving information. We're always sending information. Therefore, there's always someone else, something else, energy-wise or otherwise, receiving what we're doing, sending, creating. And that if we're excited about something, it's because that's part of our piece of the puzzle, of being our piece of the puzzle. And again, today I wasn't even planning on doing this video right now, and it was like it turned 111 on, and it was like, okay, 3 energy, 111. So coming from the number 3, this place of balance, the Syrian sacred circuit brought to us through Bashar, through Daralenka, the number 3, balance. So coming from this idea of the gray area, the understanding that every single thing exists, and we have the opportunity where to focus our energy and what we want to receive and what we want to send and what we want to create by way of what we believe and what we think about what's around us. And that when we understand our state of being is what creates our reality. And when we're coming from this place of balance, from body, mind, and spirit, actually, that was one of the other things I had drawn in here quite some time ago, is this idea. It was the very first thing I drew on this particular tablet, that when we operate from this balanced place, this Trinity of unconditional love for ourselves, from a place of gratitude for our existence and for ourselves and everything around us, that absolutely everything exists, no matter what, no matter how, no matter where, it's all existing now. Everything exists. It's about what we focus on, what we think about that thing, what we believe about that thing, and how we decide it's going to affect our reality. And the joy, when we rest in this place of acting from a place of joy, of unconditional love for where we are and who we are and what we're excited about, this is where we find harmony. When we rest here in this place of love, gratitude, and joy for our existence, for who we are, for even for being in a place of gratitude and joy and finding the harmony in our pure existence, even though there's all of this turmoil around us, but yet it's all about our state of being and what we choose to focus on. And that's what creates the people that we hang out with, those that we connect to, those that we vibrate with. This is where we find harmony. When we begin to love who we are, where we are, find joy in our existence, being grateful for this time, this now, this body, even being able to be grateful for the light and the dark and seeing it from the center, from the gray, from the place of neutrality. This is where we find harmony. When we can find true joy and gratitude and love and acceptance for what we want and what excites us, and not needing to know the why, except and only knowing that in conjunction with vibrating in our highest joy and compassion and love for ourselves and our existence, and the things that we do have to offer, and the things that, again, what we consider our limitations are really what the direction is, what is pointing us to what we should be focusing on. Any one of us at any given moment can be focusing on what we consider lower vibration or negative in our world. Yet we have to what we've come to understand, the Buddha within us has come to understand. It's about understanding, accepting that all of that exists, yet what we focus on is what creates our reality. It's what creates what we do and who we see and where we go and where we live and how we feel about ourselves. This is where we rest in harmony. So this was the message in the 333, this idea of the trinary, the trilogy, and the trinary energy of this from a higher level standpoint is this crystalline consciousness idea, and why we use the triangle as the symbol, and why this is the double triangle is our Merkaba, the star, the representation of us as whole beings. And so again, understanding how does sound heal? How does aromatherapy heal? How do the plants and animal kingdoms here that are doing this with us, this dance together with us in harmony? How do all of these things affect us? All of this is a language of light. So it wasn't just about speaking or signing or scribing or symbols or it's about the alchemy of all of these things, and accepting that all of these things, whatever is true for you in that moment, whatever excites you and you're passionate about in that moment, is what's true for you in that moment, and allowing that to change. Because what is true for us in any given moment, and that goes with anything, what we eat, what we do, where we live, who we live with, where, all of that has to do with operating from that place of harmony. And when we're doing something or being somewhere, living in a way with someone, where in a place doing something that is not congruent, parallel, that is not resonant with that core vibration frequency of your harmony, we feel out of balance. And then we can't receive the information we need to receive from our guides because we're out of balance. And so these numbers, these numerologies, these dates that we've set aside for ourselves, that we have set up for ourselves, and these symbols, numbers, numerology, birthdays, calendar dates that we have, that we all use as a permission slip to be more and more of all that we are. And here we are with receive, number 9, 369. The Syrian sacred circuit for number 9 is receive. And again, the 3 and the 3. In the center. It's always connected to the center. Whenever we're connected to our center and being in complete and unconditional love with who we are, with where we are in this now, of not needing to know the when, the who, the why, the where, our brain is not designed to do that. That's the job of the higher mind. Our job is to receive. We're receivers and transmitters. Our job is to receive information from our higher selves, from our guides, and by vibrational resonance of feeling what is true for us, we create our reality based upon what we feel is true for us based upon how we interpret the information we're receiving, or if we're even receiving it at all. Because when we're not in balance, we're not receiving. And so by being in that Trinity, Trinary, balanced state, we have the ability to receive information from anywhere and anything that we're vibrating with in that moment. That, say you have a question about, how do I do this thing? How do I accomplish this? How do I tackle this situation? How do I approach this person? Where do I live? All of these things are about what we believe is possible for ourselves. And when we realize we're not the ones who have to think about the who, the how, the when, the where, the why, and that's what the information we're receiving through light languages, light codes, sunlight, moonlight, nature, the elementals, the fey realms, the animal kingdoms, the oracle, it's all connected through the smells of the plants, through the plants that we use for medicine, through all of it is connected. And when we begin to understand that whatever part of that puzzle we're excited about is part of what we bring to the table by way of excitement and knowledge and exploration. But yet that can change moment by moment. I'm not overall, I'm excited about all the same things I've always been excited about, but yet the details of that changes based upon my own thoughts, beliefs, what I feel I'm capable of, what I'm aware of, what information I'm receiving, and then how am I translating what I'm receiving. And many times we misinterpret even what we're receiving from our guides. And so all of this is about clarifying our psychic senses in order to more fully receive the full intention of the information we're receiving from our guides without needing to know, without any expectation of where or how it's supposed to lead us, because we can't know that. Our brain is not capable of us being able to really see what our higher self where it can take us. And that's the whole point of allowing all of these things. You know, for example, if I'm guided to go to smell a particular essential oil, or we also know that, so we know that, say, for example, smelling a particular scent has a physiological effect on our bodies, such as also crystals, that we have this understanding, we have a collective permission slip understanding that we have that these particular elements will speak to us through vibration and help us with whatever it is. So when we hold a crystal that contains a particular vibration to help us with a particular thing, or we're guided to a particular healing modality, person, place on the planet, we're being asked to trust that, to go with that guidance without needing to know the who, the what, the why, the when, because we can't imagine the magic that's on the other end of that. We can't even know. And how many of us have already experienced that? You know, think about, I hear that in my head a lot. Do you remember when you wanted what you have now? Think of what you wanted and when you got it, and then you've had it, the vibration of it isn't the same anymore. And that's not good or bad or otherwise. It just is. And that's okay. That's the way it's supposed to be. That is the way it's supposed to be. That's the intention. And the whole idea is following your heart, the green energy, the balance of the gray, that idea of neutrality, of when you can see things as perfect and existing, whether you like it or not, and you understand the beauty of that, showing you as the compass of what you do and do not desire, and can become harmonious in that resting place, that's when we receive. Na korea samokura shate ea kisana se soposono ela kaporia kela isanatea. So let's just all kind of take a breath in and enjoy that information. Nya lukopa koya isha. Nepuriasa no tebe inkiasa no terekishana porokoshama ipa kuapa iana nayasa tatekia kiashana. Seto somo koyashana te ekia seta senete. You already have a master's mind. Ikasumoteshamiki ikuarmosho ekea. Sono sopo ashana te ekia. Isumototeshina te eki. E imataki isumosoto shametea. Iposonoda. The heart mind, the higher mind, work in tandem. This is how they connect. So when we say follow our heart, when we know it resonates with something in our heart or in our solar plexus, we feel it as truth. Once again, we are being invited to not judge how the information is received and through whom, through what channel, because that is the way you need to receive it in that moment most effectively. We're always sending and receiving a vibration, telling our guides what we're ready for and what to hear and what we've decided we're ready to hear and when we're ready to know it at a particular stage of our development. This is not happening to us. It happens for us, through us, by us, allowing us to process the information. In order to receive it in the most effective way, we need to receive it with the current belief systems and filters we have in place until it filters through and allows us to dissolve the filters and belief systems that are not congruent with our highest core vibration. So any given moment, I am receiving this information to share with all of you through these perspectives of the emissaries of the Light Collective who are here to help guide us from all different realms, planetary systems, different vibrations. But the dolphin also speak the Trinary language, this idea of the pure connection of the Trinity, the Trinary consciousness, this idea of being in complete harmony with all things, in all nows, in all dimensions. And people, yes, so hamaki. Ohu no niapako yesu, hu nabako, hu nane soto kuyashamayi ohuha, oh, neashokura kashinateke, hanania wako, shonotua. And what they want us to understand is that that information is being fed through the light codes. The codes are being sent through the light, just like they do through fiber optic light cables, if you will. Onto the earth. And the dolphin and the whale energy embody this frequency at all times. And once we begin to do the same, we embody this frequency at all times, no matter what we're doing. And to understand that even though we already do embody this frequency, it's the awareness of embodying this by way of understanding that when I am excited about something and I am in receiving mode, when I'm in my highest joy, doing what I love to do most is when I'm most receptive and most able to receive this higher vibrational structure, when structure codes of information. So these dates that we have set up for ourselves to open these portals, like the 333 energy, is exactly what that's about. It's about this extra sensory perception, our ability to receive and perceive, perception, perceive, and that we are receiving higher developmental information, and we're receiving and sending all of this information to all of these different places and spaces, and these are there's species. We have to remember there's species of channelers who are not this advanced, who are receiving information, and yet we call it advanced. It's just an awareness. So therefore, even those that have what we would call crossed this bridge, if you will, already, are still learning about how we do this and how. So we're always receiving and sending through all of the Akashic records and timelines, and creating new records and more every day, every moment, and beginning to understand how all of these things are connected to all of these things, and how each moment by moment, we as physiological light beings are going to change moment by moment, and our needs our requirements are going to change moment by moment, and we're being invited to go with that. Allow it, because this will allow this place of balance and to more fully receive information in the way we need, individually and collectively. And for those of us who want to accelerate this process of first contact, of meeting our star families, of connecting with our hybrid children, these other races of beings that we share DNA with, and to live on a planet where we have clean and free energy for everyone, that everyone has the same equal opportunity for everything there needs to be met, whatever those needs are to that person, whatever they are. Understanding that each of us plays a crucial and unique and critical role in all that is. That you exist because you were created to exist, because you needed to exist, and you're existing in billions and billions and billions of timelines and realities simultaneously. This is just one sliver of your awareness. This physical body, your consciousness does not reside inside this physical body. This physical body and all the other bodies you've created reside within that physical reside within that consciousness. I'm just going to pause for just a second. Woo! So I was guided to 3 decks today. And I'm really excited. I've been familiarizing myself with a new deck I received from one of you in a private session that was gifted to me after a private session. And so I'm really excited. So I've been becoming familiarized with it and bonding with it. And so I was bonding with it this morning. So I'm really excited to share that with you guys pretty soon here. And so if there's any of you who would love to send me anything, I love receiving. I receive letters and postcards, and I wanted to thank my buddies out there for sending me these wonderful. I receive all kinds of things. So if you're interested in sharing anything with me, on my website, languagesoflights.com. I've got my P.O. Box listed on there. And so a lot of people love to send me little fun things and energy exchanges. And so I'm always excited and thrilled and tickled. And so I wanted to thank her for that. So I've been bonding with it as I get a few minutes here. And so in a few days, well, I say a few days, but as soon as I can, I'm excited to share that new deck with you. So today I was guided to pull 3 cards. The first one comes from the Conscious Spirit Oracle deck by Kim Dreyer, and also the Sacred Geometry Activation Oracle by Lon. And I had to laugh at the synchronicity of this one. Even the colors. Kyle Gray, Angels and Ancestors Oracle by Kyle Gray. And here we're talking about the gray, neutrality. And I've been thinking about, the grays and DNA and green and our heart chakra and angels and ancestors and all of that today. So, I was guided to those, so I'm going to pull 3 cards. So, and I love this, so I'm going to read this again. This comes from the inside of the box from these from the Kyle Gray Angels and Ancestors. Guardians of the 4 corners, Mother in the earth, Father in the sky, angels, ancestors, sacred ones, I call on you and welcome you here now. I set the intention that whatever is gained from the lessons learned from this tool will be dedicated to the growth of all beings in all places. And that's from the bottom of the box. So I just wanted to share that with you all again because I love that. And the back of the Conscious Spirit deck, again, is, I love this. If you're new to my channel and haven't seen this deck before, I absolutely love this because it really encompasses and embodies everything that we spoke of today. We're talking about numerology, the angels, the earth, the Merkaba, the star, the triangle, the chakra system, how everything is absolutely connected to everything. The moon cycles, the sun cycles, we've got the white wings, we've got the roots. So all of it, the sacred geometry, everything is in here. I don't believe it. Number 12 equals 3. Reach out. See, guys, I love this. I love, love, love the synchronicity. 333. Number 12. I reach out my hand and my heart to connect to and unite all of humanity. And I love this card because, yes, it embodies my own spirit. And truly, if you're watching this, this is for you. Every single one of these cards are for you, from your guides, from our guides together, for all of us. I love it. You can't make it up. Equals 3. How about that, you guys? Wow. And then I just saw 3330. So I don't know how long this is. Let's see. I'm on my phone. I just grabbed my phone, so I'll be quick. Since I didn't do it on my computer, I'm not sure if it's going to split it into 2 videos, and I don't usually edit my videos, so so if it ends up being 2 videos, sorry guys. And of course I have other things to do today too, so again, this was just a spur of the moment thing again. Number 16. So there's another 6 in there, you guys. And that equals number 7, which equals which the Syrian sacred symbol for 7 is unlock. And 7 also stands for spirituality. So I always feel like that represents unlocking our spirituality. And look at that. The heart chakra, the throat chakra, the sacral chakra. I mean, it looks a lot like the colors I'm wearing today. The frequency of conception, and the card is conception. The frequency of conception invites us to bring our consciousness to our origin, the place where everything in creation begins. It helps us to remember the infinite potential and possibilities of this space and what we can manifest through our own focused awareness and intention. And isn't that the exact message from this today? Exact message. Oh, I realize you guys can't see that, can you? Sorry. I don't have my usual setup here going on. I got my little wife, my little feather here from yesterday. So in case on the in the back of the Kyle Gray cards, direction, the compass, as we were talking earlier about the compass, the wisdom of the owl, the sacred geometry, connecting to every direction. Inaya kunaya hala kunaya hi Sina hayalane nalaki na yunarushe Sotoki apokosa natacheki amatua. I missed. Somosote. Sialani. Shunasoposana say, what final clarification can we receive from our ancestors and angels today and our guides? Sinatia. Miakoina pakorasha no te iliki sana sabakoya. Lishiteke. Sinasota simeliki. Thank you all for being with me again in this way, on this momentous day of 333 energy. Sharing, teaching, enjoying, connecting, living in the Master's class. Spirit Fox, trust your talents in changing times. And this is very synchronistic for me on many, many levels. And Yesotosho Mikela Kiasonotea, Miasora Shaiki, the fox. Miasora Shunate Ishanate, Spirit Fox, connecting with our spirit. Also, feathers. The number 7, spirit, connecting with our spirit. Trust your talents in changing times, just like we were talking about earlier. Trust that your gifts and abilities are what you're passionate about. The fox is cunning and able and intelligent. Just like you. Moso Shinomarake, Liana, Lea, Lekotori, Lamor Shonote, Eta, Mesha. Connecting with our spirit. So I invite you all to also look up the animal totem, the fox. I believe there's more information for many of us. The message. Reach out and trust.